Ayo, Mythic Rare here. Thank you to all my A1 Day 1 subscribers. For anybody new or just passing through, welcome. Disclaimer, I am not an affiliate of Diamond Art Club. I purchased this kit with my own money. I have receipts, and I have some very strong thoughts and opinions about this kit, hence why I didn't choose to just save this for later. I am showing this to you right now because as it stands, as it is charted, I cannot follow the legend anymore. So let's talk about it. I feel like this could be very beneficial if anybody else has purchased this kit and they're just like, what are these colors? Like, bro, ma'am, I got you. I got you. I have some ideas on how we can elevate this from trashy to classy. I know, like, she just said the quiet part out loud. All right. So, reason why I have such strong thoughts and opinions about this kit is because that right there is 927 Storm Cloud Gray. And I was just like, yo, Diamond Art Club, what are you doing by giving us Storm Cloud Gray? Like, does that box not look a little bit more green to you? Like, I don't know. Like, what was your logic? Was this did you just chart this in the middle of a fever dream? I don't know. Yeah, as you can see over there on my bed a little bit, I have some ideas about how we can get this kit looking a little bit better. All right, I guess I'll just have to put the tripod there for now. But yeah, like, for real. This is what they gave us for the background color. And for a hot minute there, I was thinking, well, you know, it is storm season here in Oklahoma. Like, why don't I just put this kit down for a hot minute, pick it back up when it's more sunny, go do other things, come back to it. Yeah, no, like, every single time I look at this kit over and over, I'm having the same feelings. And the reason why my cover looks pretty much like it's in tatters is because I decided to do Mulan and Mushu, the sword, the hair clip, the cherry blossoms, the fan, everything else, for the background elements first, just to see, like, how did this really come out? And I mean, me personally, after, like, going to see this on the silver screen when I was 8 years old with my mom, with my grandma, I don't know, it could just be the rosy childhood glasses, like, who knows, but I just feel like she deserves so much better. So this is going to be my number one pick for the background color, and then that's 747. Bag on the left is from Diamond Drills USA. I feel like they have really great quality drills. This is not sponsored by them. I purchased that with my own money. And then the one on the right is from Art Dot, again purchased with my own money. I have a big emergency box of square drills because that's how many times I have been shorted and didn't want to wait for the diamond painting company that I purchased from to send me more drills. So that being said, that's why I have quite a few of those. I did order 24,000 drills from Diamond Drills USA, so we will see if that's enough. I will get back to you once this is finished, and I will let you know if it's enough or not. Maybe you do not have 747. What else could you use? Keeping in the pale blue category, this is 3811. So, like, the hardest color that we're probably going to have to contend with in all of the kit is actually going to be the colors in Mushu, because that is, like, bright, like sun-kissed, like cutie orange right next to a almost wine color. So I feel like those two are kind of hard to come up with color combinations for. But obviously, since it's the same color family, if you bring that over to where her dress is or to where the fan is, like that would go just fine. I mean, it is what it is. And then if maybe you didn't quite have 747, you could also do 775. And then same thing. You're getting that whole complementary color action between that and Mushu, and then it just goes well with everything else. So what if maybe you didn't want to do something like quite so pale? What if you wanted something, you know, just a touch darker? Yeah, the 775 from Diamond Art Club, if anybody has a lot of that they wanted to share with you, that's probably from a few years back. That's when I did Pink Mermaid. That was actually a pretty good color combination. Personally, I wouldn't go any darker than this because then you wind up getting into the same midtones that are already in this piece, and then it just makes the whole entire thing muddy. Like, here we go. If maybe they wanted to do what was in there, 7 instead of 927, 3817. But that mid-tone is so close to what's already in there, that just kind of looks like it's the same thing all over again, but it's just got a little bit more green. I don't like that. What if it's a little bit too blue for you? You did want something in the pale green category. May I introduce you to 3756? Yeah, that actually looks all right. But then if you get something a little bit more on like the green yellow side of the color spectrum, you just got to be a little bit more careful, because that right there looks okay. That is 772. But then if you go just a little bit too yellow with it and maybe you do 165, the yellow green on itself looks okay, but when you put it next to all those colors, it just like registers as a puke green. I don't know, am I the only one who thinks that? So then some of you are probably thinking, well, what if they picked the green gray type of colors because they're thinking of jade? Like, jade is something that, you know, people associate with China, da da da. Well, I do have some of those different types of colors that come with jade, like right here. And I don't really think that any of them go too well with the colors in this piece. So, like, they probably were thinking of this when they were charting, because that actually looks a little bit closer to what's on the box. But I don't know, like, against that orange, I don't think so. You could probably get away with that one, but it's just, the orange is just, like, so bright and overly saturated, and everything else is just, like, muted colors. You're gonna legitimately have a hard time. I feel like maybe because this is a little bit brighter, it might be okay, but honest to goodness, I wouldn't pick anything from this ribbon. So then going on with the jade colors, whoop, turn you around. Yeah, no. I wouldn't really pick anything except for maybe this one and this one, just because like in here it's a lot of midtones and they're like jeweled midtones. So I feel like in order to make them look good, you either have to pick a neutral or you have to pick like really pretty pastels in order to pull it off. So speaking of neutrals, I feel like if Diamond Art Club should have gone with anything, they probably should have gone with this one. That is 928. And like, isn't that so crazy though? In the DMC color chart that you can just be like one digit off and just have this look like complete nonsense, but then you go one digit over and then it looks actually pretty good. Like, here's what I use to kind of help me pick my colors. Ta-da! But yeah, see, like 928 and then 927. Like almost night and day difference. By the way, I got this off of Amazon. So if you wanted to go ahead and pick that up, I know it's going to be like over for Prime Day after this video comes up. But hey, I mean, if you wanted to put it up on your wish list for maybe like the next one, you know, go ahead. But anyways, this blue-gray right here, like that slate color, I'm not a fan with that. It doesn't, when it's right next to that orange, I don't think that it goes too well. And I feel like if you're going to do something like this, like 924, or if you're going to do more of like dark blues, like 336, or yeah, even like good old 310 or 939, you probably want to remove all of the tan that's outlining her hair and probably want to replace it with the gold that already comes with the kit, or if you had like some crystals that you wanted to use as an outline, or like some white ABs. You know, like, you do you, boo-boo. I'm not going to spawn in behind you and be like, you must do it this way. Like, go ahead and, like, you know, pick. But I'm just saying, if you go with something way too dark, you're probably just going to have her hair blend into the background, and I don't think that you would want that. So then, sticking with neutrals, I think that either, of course, the 5200 would be good. That is that bright white in the background. Or this one right here, the 3866 would be a good one if you just wanted like some straight neutrals. The tan and the brown, like those would be kind of meh. For some more neutrals, 762 might actually be kind of a good one. And then that one wasn't 5200, was it? No. So this one is 3865. I have 5200 right here, and that looks pretty good. And then 746 actually, I think, looks good too. So, yeah, those would be my replacement color choices for Mulan. And, I mean, I really fingers crossed that I can elevate this kit from where it is now to something better. I hope that this had made you feel validated in case maybe you were afraid to speak up and say something, or if you also have this kit, you started it and now you're like scratching your head. I hope that I gave you a few ideas, even if I just helped one person out there with this. I know that I have accomplished my mission as a creator. Okay, so I am just doing a progress check-in after my video the other day. What I went ahead and did was I took my stab tweezers, and I just like started going in between the rows and just like doing this to try and get all of the gray out. And then I started like getting really freaking impatient, right? And I started digging at the drills like this. Please don't. Please use tweezers, because I've had several drills just like go under my nail and then like get the quick of my nail. And then also you'll like want to be really careful with these, because like these little white splotches like you see here and here, that's where I dug down a little bit too far, and I actually went and punctured the canvas, like straight up. So, you know, like that kind of sucks, you know, having to like go through all that just to remove a drill color that I do not want. Part of that is because this sat for about a month before I was just like, yeah, I need to go ahead and change that. So, like, you know, that should be a testament right there that Diamond Art Club glue is super duper strong, number one. You know, credit where credit is due. They have really good adhesive, but also this adhesive seems to get stronger over time, because if you like place drills down, you can still kind of like scooch them over. If you like accidentally swap a color, you can still like pull them up off your canvas and you're not having any trouble. But y'all, like, I am having to fight with these. And like I had all of this, all this area, and then like just a little bit of a sliver in here filled up last time. I'm just like doing this with my hand. I'm not doing it in a tripod, so I'm just like trying to be as steady as I can. And then that is the amount of drills just like all balled up with the adhesive stuck to them. It's a good thing that I have a pair of I have a bottle of dot stick glue from when I did the pixels, not as pixels, but as a diamond painting project. So, I'm glad that I still have plenty of that, because in the areas where maybe I put my elbow in it a little bit too much from having completed Mulan first, or like having worked this section over, I know I'm going to need that glue. Alright, I'll check back in later with more progress. Hey y'all, we're back at my desk, and as you can see, I've finished replacing the background color for Mulan. The drills from Diamond Drills USA are ever so slightly a little bit small, so we do have some gappies, or some gaps that we have in here in the background of the canvas. My plan is to fill those in with mica powder. I am going to demonstrate that here in just a second. Some of you may in fact be wondering, how low did you run on drills for this kit? I ordered a total of 24,000 drills, and each of these bags when full is 2,000. So we have 2,000, 4,000, 6,000, and then this one is about like halfway full. So I'm going to say that we have 7,000 drills left over. That being said, if you feel like, you know, maybe you shouldn't order quite that many drills, then by all means, you can adjust that number down to like 18,000 or 20,000. You still might be okay, but I'm just wanting to let you know that's what I started out with. That is how much I have left approximately. So I did watch a video some time ago from Jada Gem Shop, who introduced me to this method of taking mica powder and using it to fill in all the gaps. And then you do not have to get one this big. I ordered one super duper big, like way back when, because of the whole T word, and I wasn't sure that I was going to get it. And then, like way back when, as in like back in April, when I figured I would be changing out the color because I wasn't liking what I was seeing. So, yeah, obviously we are not going to use this whole big thing on, like, the diamond painting. Like, we're just not. But, I wanted to demonstrate, like, a section for you to, see how this works. And then, yeah, it comes with a scoop. Yay. Wait, is that a bear? Oh, that is so cute. Oh my lord. And I am shiny. Like, I am so shiny just by picking up the bottle. But you know what, though? That's okay. Like, for real. I am going to use this bottle to turn my nails into glazed donut nails. Once I do get some more time to myself. But anywho, there is also going to be one more thing we're gonna need besides that scoop. I am gonna want a brush of some sort. Also, if you don't want to get one quite this big, my suggestion would be go into Sally's Beauty Supply or go into Ulta and see if you can pick up chrome powder for nails, because it's basically the same thing as the mica powder. It's just that chrome powder is synthetic, whereas mica powder is just like naturally sourced. But chrome powder is basically where all the particles are the same size. It gives like a more like reflective, like mirror effect. And I am going to get my scissors because I am like not at all winning with that cover. Oh my lord. Yep. Like, this is, and yes, like, this is essentially like loose eyeshadow or like loose highlighter, pretty much. For anybody who is like super into makeup. But yeah, I'm just like peeling up just a corner of it because, like, I am one that will spill their drills at least once per canvas. And I do not want my cat to wander in here and look like a giant disco ball. So, you know, not that the glitter would be that, you know, pronounced, but still, it's like I don't want my kitty to turn into a galaxy kitty. So I know, like, that's kind of a lot, but I'm gonna take, don't worry, I will clean off my makeup brushes after this. And I think, like, if you have any spare makeup brushes that you wanted to use that are, like, finer, or if you had, like, some, like, really fine paint brushes, you could absolutely use that too. Like, well, I probably should not have poured that much onto my canvas, because, like, now I have some of the iridescent powder in Mulan's hair. I'm gonna have to go back with, like, a cotton round, and with it being just, like, damp and get some of it up that way. But see, like, we don't notice gaps anymore, because it's just filling in that icky dark gray. Well, it's just filling in the icky gray background, and now it's just, like, reflecting light off to us. So yes, like, that is the beauty of mica powder. I am not gonna make you all watch while I do all of this. I am gonna go ahead and do the rest of my canvas, and then I am going to show you all the final result. All right, see you all in a minute. Oh, wow. Okay. Lol, my hands. All right. We're gonna go back over to my bed one more time because now we are finished. Like, we are finished. It doesn't get any more done than this except for putting it in a frame. All right, be right back. And this is the final result. Gosh, doesn't this look so much better than what we started out with? All this work, and yes, I know, like, there are still some parts of her hair and sword and things that are hit with the mica powder that shouldn't be. Like, I know it's not perfect, but I feel like this came such a long way from where we started. Like, oh, there's my cat. She says hi again. Check out the before, and now check this out. Like, isn't that crazy? All right. Well, I will see you all later. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up and leave a comment down below. Would you have done anything different with this canvas? Would you have just done it as charted? Hey, let me know. All right, bye-bye.